Alright, so y'all, LakerFan here. As looks about title of today's video, here to showcase how turning the jump shot meter on fixed my jump shot in NBA 2K23. It's pretty crazy. Now, I'm going to showcase to you guys 3 different games, technically 2, because in this first one I just want to showcase the shooting on my first game testing out this brand new jump shot and my first time even loading up with the meter on, and it was 5 for 7 from 3, 9 for 11 total. But I want to show you 2 better games, because this one right here was against someone that I would say is decent comp, but I want to show like really solid comp as well and be able to actually showcase even better jump shot performances. But just wanted to show you first game right here, 5 for 7 with the meter on, brand new jump shot, and I think I'll likely just showcase that in tomorrow's video. You guys know the deal. Daily uploads, gotta spread the wealth a little bit. But anyway, aside from that, stay tuned for that if you would like to see it. I'll just give the hint. It's Tobias base. I'm back to that because my problem with Tobias base originally is it's so fast and it's really hard to get a hold of. And in my opinion, turning the meter on really fixed my whole jump shot criteria. Like, it just made it so much more capable to shoot those types of shots, in my opinion. And to me, it's a very easy cue. I pretty much am just letting the ball go. And by the way, I run late for my shot timing. I'm letting the ball, like, I'm letting my X button go right about here, for that matter, like about right here on the meter. And it's actually, really conveniently, the same timing feel as letting go of the meter on a dunk meter as well. And for me, I've been so used to this Comet dunk meter for the longest all year, because obviously with the dunks, you're required to go with the meter if you want to get the aggressive extra ability to get the dunks. But either way, right here, I really do think like a jump shot like this too, it's really hard to find a visual cue for. That's what my real problem was. Not to mention, I'm very bad at like finding those visual cues. I mean, like, I don't really know where to let that go just by looking at my player. But because I am someone who is using the dunk meter consistently all year, I'm really able to utilize this meter in a way that I understand the delay and the latency on the timing and really can let it go right where I believe I need to, as long as I'm looking to fill the meter up and go for that green. But either way, as you can see, first jump shot, boom, easy green. And I gotta say, you're gonna see a lot of them in this game, because this is my second and third games. I'm gonna showcase to you guys like the staggering between the recording. You can see it between the 2 games that these literally are all back-to-back games from my first, second, and third. So as you can see, little walk back right there, get another green to go. People are really just like sagging off a good bit, but as you can see, that one also still wide open. Now, the thing too is, with this late timing, I really do prefer this as well, because this jump shot right here is extremely fast. The Tobias base paired with these uppers that I have as well is ridiculous, bro. It's so quick. So with that in mind, to run it on late really compensates for that and makes us, you don't have to just trigger finger everything super quick to get the ball out. And as you can see, it doesn't matter if people are contesting you late and the shot is still filling up. I mean, let's just break this one down too. As you can see, the ball is already out my hands as the meter is still going up. Pretty significantly out my hands for that matter, and it's still going up. As you can see, it's not like I greened it right here. It's not like if I let the ball go and the release ended up right here, it's just gonna green. It's not the case. It's still going up. As you can see, it fills up just a little bit more, but the ball is out my hands before the jump shot meter is even done. So there is some latency to it, there is some delay, but because I've done the dunk meter stuff so much, speaking of which, it'll be in this gameplay too, but because I've done the dunks meter stuff so much, I really do feel pretty accustomed to going for this stuff. Now, unfortunately, I just missed wide open. It is what it is though. We're able to stop that rim run stuff pretty easy, and now we end up with the ball back again, and there's gonna be no more misses in this video. It's pretty hilarious. I mean, it's just straight up like that, bro. And again, I'm pretty good with the meter, in my opinion. Also, when you pair that with running easy blow by slash take, oh man, it's like unstoppable. And I'm so serious with you guys, it's almost identical in the timing as far as going for that dunk meter too, visually at least. Like, you let this go in the same way that you would with the dunk meter, as far as trying to compensate for a little bit of delay and the little bit of like timing discrepancy there is, essentially. But at least with the jump shots, it's a very guaranteed animation every single time. I can always bet on the fact that a standstill jump shot is the same exact thing. Same with this moving fade. As long as I hold my right trigger, it's the same exact timing every single time. It's way easier than the dunk meter stuff, 100%. And as you can see, like, this is just a bang. Like, I mean, can we go back to this real quick too? This doesn't even look full. Like this, you can see some black in the meter right here. This is not 100% full or anything like that. And it still has some room for error is what it feels like. You can definitely see you don't have to fill the meter every single time to get it to go in. It's pretty ridiculous, man. And I only have 85 3-pointer on this build at the end of the day. I know that's actually pretty good for most people. Silver Agent 3 is definitely pretty solid. But obviously there's people out there with way more than me. 92 3-pointer on a pretty like reasonable type of build, and then also a couple people I've been playing with recently that actually have 99. As you can see too, I mean, this is crazy. I mean, we're shooting from pretty deep for that matter. Not super deep. It's a couple feet off the 3-point line, but still from deep with the meter. It's no problem, man. And by the way, this is with very few reps. I ended up just loading up this jump shot, new uppers, new base, and like not the LaMelo stuff I've been using recently. And I'm coming out here with the meter for the first time too. Like very rarely ever used it. Actually zero for that matter. Zero use of the meter all year. And this is my second and third game we're showcasing. And the first one was the one I just showed earlier with the box score. And as you can see, we end this game with a ridiculous 7 for 8, the most three-pointers I've ever put up in a 1v1 game ever, period. Most was before that was probably like 5. And then besides that, we green the dunk meter too. And another thing that actually is buying me pretty open three-pointers for that matter is probably the fact that I do have the slash take on. I mean, people don't want to give up free rim runs on a make it take it court, and obviously it just is going to be problematic if they do so, not to mention with slash take, they would think, oh, well, I'll just settle for him taking a jump shot instead of getting dunked on all day or giving him a free quick drop or anything like that. So the slash take may actually buy me more three-pointers, whereas it's kind of the opposite. If you run sharp take, it's going to get you a lot of easy quick drop rim run dunks because obviously people are going to have to guard you tighter, and then boom, you fly right by them and get the easy dunks. So pretty much the way I see it is it's kind of reverse psychology when it comes to takeovers, because people are going to play you accordingly to however your takeover is. It's kind of like play take. Play take will get you more involved offensively as far as scoring in Pro-Am, because people are going to have to play honest and can't rotate and can't help quite as much, whereas sharp take, you're going to get double teamed all game, and shot take, you'll get double teamed all game, and then you have to actually hit the slips, hit the passes, because they're going to send 2 at you consistently. So reverse psychology with takeover. Keep that in mind. A little nugget we're dropping right there. But anyway, here is the ironic thing. Like I said, this is the exact same clip that I just showed right here. This is the beginning of the next video that I'm showcasing, and it was the end of that game where I had the 7 for 8. So now into the next game, this is the comp I was hoping to look for, but unfortunately he's a 92 overall. The last guy was a 99, but obviously was like level 20 something. But anyway, we got Luigi on the court right here. And as you can see, level 40, 92 overall, two-way three-point shot creator, actually shoots a higher percentage from 3 than me. So we got a nice little game right here. But yeah, getting right into it, I'm gonna just let you guys know, little spoiler alert, I don't miss a single shot in this game, whether it's a dunk or a three-pointer, anything like that. As you're gonna see, we go by him, get the quick drop rim run, then into the next offensive possession. You're gonna see I kind of come out here with this little size up kind of attack where I'm just reading the defense. If they play way too high, I'm just ready to run. If they play way too low, I'm ready to just shoot the ball. Again, there's the dunk meter too. And some people may ask, well, Laker, why do dunk meters go in so easily on whites? Why is this not so much easier for you to make if you can just white it and it goes in? These do not snap green the same way jump shots do. I promise you. I actually talked to Spill and from 2K Labs, and they ran the test as well. It's like something like a 25% chance at even greening a wide open dunk in this game, bro, with Zen timing and all that, like to get scripted timings. That's ridiculous. That's insane. So the fact that whites go in on this stuff, they need to, because if it's a 25% chance on wide opens, that's unbelievable. Don't take my word for that. They probably have more testing. They're going to keep on running with that. They haven't made an official video on that or anything yet, but that's the inside like intel I've got from Spill on that, and that's ridiculous, bro. That's crazy. Like, this snaps green just like that. It doesn't even have to be a full meter. There's still some black in the meter right there. That's unbelievable. And honestly, this is actually so easy for me with the visual cue. Like I said, I'm not too good with the visual cues on my own jump shot. Again, can we talk about this? Like, there is still plenty of room on that jump shot. Like, it's not fully into the green or anything, bro. And I think also what I would recommend if you go with this meter is to switch to comment, bro. Trust me, switch to comment, because I've seen some people that run that default meter and it's so misleading. It's so misleading on my contact dunks. That's why I switched to comment in the first place, and I haven't really ever applied that to my jump shot or anything like that, but it was so significantly important to do when it comes to the dunking, because this comment meter does not lie to you. That regular jump shot meter and dunk meter, the default standard one, whatever it's even called, that one lies to you bad. It's just a bigger meter. It has a bigger green window technically, like visually, but it doesn't actually have a bigger green window, obviously. So it's lying to you. It's just capping straight up like that. And as you can see, once again, that dunk meter size is ridiculous when you have that slash take on. I mean, it's so significantly better. I'm not going for those easy rim runs right here. I'm trying to hunt the three-pointer a little bit. So boom, we're able to fill that one up entirely, and 15-0 straight like that. And it's going to be hard for people to ever get a stop on this stuff. If I'm hitting consistently, and that's the key, man, whatever works for you guys, because truly, this is what's working for me. I've never shot like this in this game so far. I've never shot this well, this efficient, and this consistently, and it's all with a jump shot meter on a 1v1 court. And I've never even used this meter or this jump shot beforehand. And I'm able to hit the fades, the standstills at a ridiculous rate, and I'm just really excited for the potential that this is going to bring if I can master this jump shot meter. But I know some people have their indifferences to this. They're really not a big fan of the jump shot meter. They don't like how it feels. They would rather shoot by their visual cues, and obviously they feel like they're getting the boost and stuff like that. But 2K Labs did the video. It's like, what, 2 to 5% boost or something like that of your makeability on your jump shots. I'll take the fact that I can have a visual cue that I know, and as long as I know the latency, it's not a big deal. Now, if you have a big variance in latency, I would say maybe that's a big deciding factor to this. It's hard to shoot regardless if you have a high latency like variance in the first place, but with jump shot meter, it's probably even more difficult. So if you go from like 40 millisecond latency all the way up to like 140 sometimes, and it varies anything in between that, I would maybe advise not to run this whole jump shot meter thing. But I gotta say, for me, I'm really a huge fan of this, and I'm really looking forward to what it provides in the future, because I'm really thinking I'm gonna be unguardable if I can shoot at this rate of a consistency. And I tell you what, man, I'm really thinking with the right amount of reps, it really can get there. So, jump shot video coming tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new to noties, all good stuff. And like always, try to 1 to 2,000 likes. If you made it to the end of the video, put 3 or put green in the comments. Show supports me all the way through. But yeah, just stay tuned for the jump shot video. And seriously, I do appreciate all the support you guys have been providing this year. The fact that I can still be daily uploading into like nearly mid-February, and I plan to be doing so probably into like April, May, June, nearly, something like that. I'll probably finally take a break in like July or something like that, but I do need to get the mentals right at some point in time. But I'm having fun on the game. I'm having fun recording the videos. I'm even having fun editing the videos for that matter too. And I've had a really good like helpful thumbnail creator with handles as well this year too. He hasn't missed a single beat all year. He's been doing every single thumbnail for me besides the tier list videos. Shout out to Dragon for those ones. But again, I'm really in a good mental state and just a good like place right now, as far as like just knowing that I'm going to be able to keep on doing the content for at least another couple months or something like that, at the daily rate for that matter. And I'm really excited about that as well. And it's been a great year so far too, on top of that. So I'm glad to continue adding more and more different ways that I can create the content between the 5-out team and just the shooter build in general, learning new jump shots, learning how to fade, learning all types of stuff like that. Obviously, like now adding the jump shot meter in, I could maybe even add like hop jumpers into my repertoire as well. Because if there's one thing the jump shot meter adds on top of that, it's the fact that you can probably do a whole ridiculous amount of versatility when it comes to your shooting. What I actually will say too, I feel really good about that other hand fade. If you guys have been keeping up with the channel recently, I've been saying with that Tyler Hero fade, I feel very, very comfortable to the left side, my ball dominant hand, aka like my player's dominant hand. But when going to the right, it's way longer. It takes a lot longer, and I never really got the timing down on it. But now that I can see visually what it looks like every single time and adjust to that based on whether it's in game or in the arena or anything like that, I can know how bad I messed it up and correct it based on my timing. Go a little bit earlier, a little bit later. That is another thing I would really vouch for this meter stuff with as well. When you're in the shoot around with it, you can know how to fine tune your jump shot. Whereas if you're doing it in just like regular shoot around without the meter on, you're going to be seeing a slightly early and you're going to be like, well, let me shoot a little bit later. And then you don't know how much later you need to do. You don't know if it was significantly bad slightly early or if it was just right on the dot and you just missed it slightly early. And I really do like that about the whole meter. So whether people think I look stupid, look like a bot, look like an absolute noob to the shooting stuff, I am. So I have no problem with doing this if it's the most effective way of doing it. I'm not here for cool points, style points. I'm here to actually hoop and like have a good time and like just play good. And it makes me feel a lot better about like the game in general if I can shoot at a ridiculous rate like this. So I got no problem doing it with the meter, and I'll tell you that much. Anyway, that's all video. I hope y'all enjoyed. And on that, take it easy, man. Peace.